Hey everybody, what's the one moose call you do not want to make when you see a big bull out there and it all harromed up? It's the biggest mistake you can make. What is that call? I'm going to tell you what that is at the end of this little talk we're going to have here. And before I get going with that, tonight I'm having a free course at 5 p.m. Central Mountain Time. Link will be down below. And after that, at 6 p.m., I'm going to have another course for my Elite Hunter Strategy Group. And we're going to go over fuel and what's better than putting Sta-Bil into your fuel for your snowmobiles or your boats or anything that you'd have out at the cabin or anything like that. What's better than Sta-Bil by far for fuel? You want to use it everywhere you can, especially if you got cabins, and it helps you. It keeps the fuel from clogging up forever. And most people don't even know what it is, and it's readily available. And that's going to be tonight at 6 p.m. Central Mountain Time in my Elite Hunter Strategy Group. That link too will be down below. Okay, thanks for holding on, because this is a big deal. So when you're moose hunting and you're out there and you're doing your calls and you're doing the thrash and the brush and the bull grunts, and you somehow see a big giant lead bull out there with all harromed up, but he's too far away. He's a big pack job, and you want to call him to you, and you certainly don't want to drive him away. What's the one call you don't want to do? I've learned this one the hard way. And it was one of the biggest bulls I've ever laid eyes on. This bull was over 70. He was 75 inches for sure. His antlers, they didn't just go up and high. He was so heavy, when they come out of the head, they were so heavy that they started bending out. And so in the back of the pans, that's when you know you got a 70-inch bull. When they start flaring out because they're so heavy, they'll just come out of the head and they'll just bend down. And then so the back pans just start V'ing out, and this bull V'd out bigger than I'd ever seen any bull in my life. And I was with a buddy, and we had a gun. We had a short range rifle, and my buddy wasn't comfortable at taking the shot at 300 yards, and believe it or not, and so I let out the wrong call. Now, this bull only had 3 cows with him, but it didn't matter. It's the first time we'd ever witnessed this, but I let out a long cow call. And what do you think happened to that bull? Put it down in the comments down below. What do you think that bull did? Did he leave? Did he stay? Did he start coming in closer? You're not going to believe what happened. Okay, I'll answer the question. The bull didn't do anything. Matter of fact, he wanted to come in, and he started to take a few steps towards us. What happened next is something you'd never expect, ever. I mean, you've heard about women getting jealous of other women hitting on their guys. Bar fights and all that have happened out of jealousy. But I never thought I'd see 3 cow moose get jealous. And this is no bullshit. We witnessed it. I filmed it. It's in one of my hunt videos. And those 3 cows ran off and left the bull standing there. And that bull, he looked this way and he looked that way, and he was like, wait, where are you going? Where are you going? And the bull ran off with him. Yep, we lost the bull. My buddy, his name was Archie. I'm like, why didn't you shoot him? And why didn't I? Because I was already tagged out. I had already shot a 65-inch bull in the same area, and it was Archie's turn. I'm tagged out. And I'm like, well, you could have used my gun. I had a long-range gun, but he's like, no, I haven't shot it. And he'd heard all the horror stories of, he didn't want to wound him, such a magnificent animal. So kudos to Archie. But that's the one call you don't want to do, because you're going to make the little ladies jealous, and they're going to run off, and the bull's going to follow them. 3 to 1, he's not going to pick up 1 new cow for the 3 that he has already. So the bull, the big boy, ran off with the ladies and left us sitting where we were at. And we were bummed. I mean, the biggest bull we'd ever seen as a group. And me and my buddies, there was 5 of us in this group, and my dad was there too, but they were back in camp, and other 2 were off in a different direction, and we were off this one slough, and that's what happened. So there you have it. Don't cow call to a lead bull. Only it could help if there's other bulls in the area that are, you know, usually circling the harem, because you could bring those in. But the best thing you could have done, I'm going to give this in tonight's Elite Hunters group as well. What's the best thing I could have done in that situation? What is it? Put the comments down below. And tonight in the Elite Hunter Strategy group, I'm not only going to tell you the best fuel that you can take with you on a hunt and for your cabins and in general for storage, I'm also going to give you the answer to that question right there. What's the one thing I should have done that would have guaranteed that bull signing my guest book, Archie's guest book? All right, the link's down below for the free course tonight, the Elite Hunter Strategy group as well. And hope to see all of you there. It's going to be a freaking cool evening, really fun evening. So take care, everybody. God bless.